Hi, I'm Chadwick Ciocci.
Hi, I'm Lori Montazella, Executive Vice President of Chilton Chadwick Global Real Estate Concierge. Today we're going to go on a whirlwind tour of the Connecticut shoreline.
The search is over, baby. I'm right here, and I got it.
The American Dream, the only show that combats negative media, not owned by a network, commercial-free, unscripted.
I got it.
These are stories for you and by you.
Hi, I'm Chadwick Ciocci.
Hi, I'm Lori Montazella, Executive Vice President of Chilton Chadwick Global Real Estate Concierge, a team within Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate.
When I founded Chilton Chadwick 6 years ago, we were just a team of 3. Today, we're a team of almost 30, stretching from New York City to the border of Rhode Island. And that's no small part due to the efforts of Lori Montazella.
Thank you, Chadwick. Today we're going to go on a whirlwind tour of the Connecticut shoreline, including the town of Old Lyme, where we'll start at a High Hopes Therapeutic Riding Center. We'll move on to Old Lyme Village proper, where we'll see a manor located at the edge of Old Lyme. And then we'll head up to an antique property that's beautifully designed. It's situated on Lyme and East Haddam border. We'll then go over to Chester, Connecticut, where we'll definitely enjoy some great company and great information on the hottest restaurant to hit the shoreline in ages.
Let's go explore the Connecticut shoreline.
Hi, this morning, Chadwick and I are here at the High Hopes Therapeutic Riding in Old Lyme, Connecticut. Here at High Hopes, you can find exactly that, hope. The interactions between horses and humans engenders a feeling of well-being, empowerment, and of course, hope for the future. This morning, we're happy to introduce you to Kitty Stalsberg, who is the Executive Director and also riding instructor here at High Hopes. Good morning, Kitty. How are we doing today?
It's a great day, Lori. We're thrilled to have you and happy to share a little bit of hope with everyone.
Kitty, I know you're going to take us for a tour of this lovely, lovely place.
Happy to do it. Shall we go?
Let's go.
Awesome.
All right.
So we're in the barn, which happens to be my favorite place, meeting the horses. We're with Teddy here, and Teddy is one of your longer serving animals at the barn, correct?
He is. Teddy's a very special horse. He has been with us almost 15 years. He was recently selected as our regional horse of the year,
nice.
Which puts him in contention for the national horse of the year.
Oh, I hope he wins.
Yeah. Can we vote for him?
Yeah, you can.
So what do you look for when you're looking for a horse? I know sometimes you purchase them, sometimes they're donated, but it's quite a process actually. So what does that process look like?
It is. We look for experience and temperament first. We look for horses that really gravitate toward people. We look for horses that have a minimal natural response to fright, but we want horses that have kind of been there, done it, that have been around the block, that really have good experience, good training. And then we look for quality of movement, because it's the quality of the movement in the horse's gait translating to the rider that provides some of the direct therapy that we do and the benefit, whether it's postural improvements or balance or any of the other physical changes that can happen.
So, Kitty, tell us a little bit about the history of this organization, as well as what you guys are doing here. Some of that important work, the real mission of the place.
High Hopes was founded in 1974, so we're approaching our 50th anniversary. Our founder recognized the benefit that horses can bring to people with a wide variety of disabilities. Some with physical disabilities. Right now we're seeing an increase in teens and youth with depression, anxiety, mental health needs. We also continue to see a high population of folks that are on the autism spectrum with various sensory needs.
Won't you love me? Won't you love it feels right. Won't you love me the old kind of new way?
So right now, you're in our indoor arena. This facility was purpose-built for the work that we do. So along the walls and throughout, all of the activities are designed to increase speech and language, to increase cognitive skills, to foster developmental learning, educational readiness. So a lot of our activities, again, both here in the indoor, in the outdoor, we have 120 acres. And amongst that, we have almost a 2-mile trail system with things that can be done both on the horse and off the horse. And here you are, out of the barn into the paddocks. This is one of our very special horses. This is Neon. He's been with us for many years. He's in his late 20s and just another critical member of the herd. It's really the horses that do the work. We as staff are just here facilitating the work that they do.
It's all about the horses here. It really, really is.
Well, Kitty, we just want to thank you so much for hosting us today, for all the incredible work that you do.
Thank you.
We'll definitely be back. And please feel free to stop by and visit High Hopes and see what you can do to sort of enjoy the beauty here and heal yourself.
Please visit our website, learn more about us. We welcome our community.
Thank you very much.
I think I'll go take my boots off now. Hi, I'd like to welcome you to 2 Lyme Street in Old Lyme, the Ludington home, which has just hit the market for $2.75 million. It's located in the quintessential Connecticut town of Old Lyme, right in front of the town green. This house is a manor of amazing proportions. It is 9,000 square feet, 9 bedrooms, 8.5 baths, and I'd love to bring you in, introduce you to the homeowner, Holly, and show you around. Come on, let's go. So here we are today, Holly, at your lovely home. Thank you for having us here.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I wanted to ask you, what brought you here to Old Lyme? What made you and your husband purchase this amazing property?
Well, we were actually married in the church next door.
That's
about
right.
27 years ago, I think it is now.
Right.
At the time, I had no idea that I would ever be living in Old Lyme, and certainly not in the house a stone's throw from where I was saying my vows.
Amazing.
But we were living in Manhattan at the time. We lived there for about a decade. And then as we started having more children, we decided to move out of the city and move to Fairfield County. But for me, I love living in the city, but suburb wasn't my thing, and I wanted to be in the country. And my brother called and said this house was on the market, the house right next to the church we were married in, and something just felt right. And I thought, this is it. I knew before I even saw the house. But once I saw the house and I saw how grand and stately it was, but yet at the same time, it just had a good aura.
Absolutely.
And I could picture raising my family of 4 kids here.
Tell us a little bit about the history of the Ludington house. Obviously, the Ludingtons were the first owners.
Well, what was here first was a tavern, which again was apparently a hotbed of revolutionary planning.
Okay.
But then that was moved in 1895. Charles Ludington had this house built. At the time, it was a very large estate. It went all the way back to the Lieutenant River.
Well, I've seen some of those old photographs that you have kept in your scrapbook here.
Right, there were extensive formal gardens, again, going all the way back to the river. But one of the interesting things is the carriage house, which is beautiful. It's right behind our property. The Ludingtons actually still live there, so they kept that part of the property. So it's nice that we actually just had a memorial service here in the house for one of the Ludingtons, because that's what he'd grown up doing when the Ludingtons owned this house. So it was nice that we had a chance to do that for them.
The
cheers, Lori.
Cheers! Toast. Every day is a holiday here, right? And we must drink after we make a toast. So here's to your lovely home, Holly.
Thank you.
In Old Lyme, Connecticut. And now we're actually enjoying ourselves.
Porch time is the best time.
Absolutely. I mean, just coming here, sitting on this porch, the gorgeous grounds. We have Chester here, who is such a good dog. The chickens
are
that
roaming
run about.
somewhere.
We have a pizza oven that Holly's son Jack built.
Yeah, that's a really fun new feature for us because it's letting us use a whole part of the property that we hadn't used before. We set up a table in the garden, and it's just absolutely delightful to have dinners out there.
It's
the
so
pizzas
delightful.
come out and sit and linger, and it's wonderful. It's our new favorite spot.
So we have the brazier porches. I like to call them verandas. We have a dining area over here that you
Right.
can eat dinner. We have this lovely cocktail area that comes out from the dining
And
room.
the flow is so nice because there's open French doors to both the living room and the dining room. So everything flows from inside to outside. It's just really a great house for entertaining, and we love it.
Just everything's just so elegant and lovely and welcoming and just very homey, as well as being a perfect entertaining space.
Well, I always love having you.
Thank you so much, Holly.
You're
Cheers.
welcome. Cheers.
So I'm joined here by Karen Paradis, who is the founder and president of Karen Paradis Design, a local design shop here in the Old Lyme area. And she has designed this beautiful house that we're going to get a tour of and learn about. Thank you for joining us, Karen. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tell us about yourself, your background in design, and about you a little bit.
So it's crazy when I say this out loud, but I've been working in the field for 26 years. I'm a licensed interior designer, and I got my start in Philadelphia in large-scale commercial architecture and design. And then when I moved to this area about 15 years ago, I opened this firm. And we do mostly residential, we do commercial, hospitality. The trilogy of those three is really, really interesting. And we get a variety of clients.
Well, and you've done some pretty incredible projects around the area. How do you approach residential design differently than commercial design, if at all?
Well, I think the biggest difference is just space. You want bigger open spaces in hospitality and restaurant design because, of course, there's more people moving through this space. But it's really actually very similar because it's about experience of life, right? We always say in our firm, design makes life better. And so no matter what we're doing, we want someone to walk through the door and be intentional about how they experience the space.
So that's interesting because the property we're currently at is a bit different than how you've just described residential and commercial, because it's residential, but it's an investment property. So how did you tackle this one?
It was interesting because the client is going to be living here part of the time. And so we wanted to be a reflection of his tastes. So it was definitely a kind of a custom design for him, so he feels at home when he's here. But because it's going to be an experience for the Airbnb guests, we approached it, again, so wide open spaces so that you could have lots of people here. So we kind of combined, it's a hybrid design.
And not only have you done an amazing job with the design, but it's just an interesting house and property overall, right?
It really is.
And we're going to go outside in a little bit and you're going to show us around, but what are 2 or 3 of your favorite design elements or rooms in this house?
I have to say there is a sunroom with this great Italian sofa, and I think it perfectly epitomizes that mix of antique versus ultra-modern. The room is sunken, and so the ceiling is a little higher, and then the sofa is super low to the ground, and so you get this feeling of height, but it's also lined with windows, so it's really kind of an outside-in kind of room. On the other end of that, small scale, this is tucked away little bar space that closed doors, you never see it, you walk by and you never know it's there, and then you open it up and it opens up into this glass-lined marble sink, really cool lighting, just a little surprise. And I love that about this house in general. You turn the corner everywhere and there's just surprise after surprise.
So Karen, that's quite a tour you gave us. You did an immaculate job inside.
Thank you.
But now we're out here with these beautiful views and the pool house and the barn, and this property just kind of goes on and on. So what's your favorite part of the property overall?
So there's two on the property. There's a little hot tub on the other side, right off of that sunroom. There's just the big clump of bushes. You'd never know it. If you turn the corner, there's a hot tub. And it creates this little natural room, but at night, you look up and all you see are stars. So that's one. And then down in the paddock, there's actually a meditation house.
Interesting.
So you have this great big house, you have this, but really beautiful curved hip roof, and it's an experience too, right? You walk down this path and walk through this field, and you come to this little square like hut, and it almost looks like a hobbit house. And you go in the door and up these stairs, and the ceiling is really vaulted, but the walls are really low, and so it makes you feel like you want to just sit and chill, you know, vibe out.
I don't know about you, but should we go do some meditation?
We should absolutely.
Let's go.
Okay.
So I'm joined here with Aaron Connolly and Jason L'Italian, the co-founders and managers and leaders of Brushmill by the Waterfall, one of the hottest new restaurants in Connecticut, which hasn't even opened yet, but we're incredibly excited to be here with you and to try some of your cuisines tonight. Welcome, guys. Thank you for having us and talking with us. Let's just start off, though, with kind of how this all came to be up until this point. You know, how you guys met, how this idea came to fruition, and how ultimately this beautiful restaurant on the Waterfall came to be.
Well, I'd actually like to say it was a big thing for me in jumping out was during the pandemic. I realized there were some directional changes that I wanted to do, and I felt leadership-wise in the company that we were formerly with, they had taken a different direction, and it wasn't as employee-centric as it had previously been and as we would have liked. So I wanted to start my own business where I could be a champion of those ideals. We'd like to be the Connecticut restaurant, the destination that people think of when they want the best possible experience and meal in the state of Connecticut. That's something we'd like to do.
Definitely want to be innovators in this space. We want to expose the folks in Chester and throughout Connecticut to food they may be accustomed to, but not have necessarily seen this way or in this form.
So I'm really interested to know about the history of this place, right? It's a Brushmill by the Waterfall, right?
Yes.
What is that? Tell us about that.
So the name actually likens to exactly what it was. The main part of this building was actually built in 1859, and it was a standard operating brush mill all the way through World War II through the late 60s. What's fantastic about this building is we still have all of the old pulley systems are still oiled with the whale fat because it never renders through. And if you get up there and you push them, all those pulleys will move. It's funny enough, during our renovations, we actually found a letter dated Victory over Japan Day thanking the Gladdings Brush Mill for their civic service during World War II because the bell tower here, the bell, was used as a local air raid siren during the time period.
And we're going to use that bell to start dinner service every night. So being history majors, it was really important for us to keep a lot of the history and as much of it as we could.
Let's be frank, right? A lot of people that maybe haven't experienced fine dining before or haven't experienced it often can be quite nervous, actually.
Absolutely.
Especially going to a new fine dining establishment. And we've spoken off screen a little bit about how you guys are willing to guide people, to teach people, make it an enjoyable learning experience, not one where you feel like, well, my nose isn't up in the air enough to go there, right? It's fine dining, but it's casual fine dining.
Absolutely.
Which is, I think, what people are after today.
We want it to be accessible, and accessibility is so important to us. So we want you to feel comfortable coming, and if you haven't been to a fine dining or this is your first fine dining, we'll help you. We'll help you, and we're happy to have you.
here we are. We're in the kitchen of Brushmill by the Waterfall, and it's the most exciting place, I think. This is where the magic happens, right?
Yeah.
I am here with Executive Chef Joe and our Chef de Cuisine, Adam. And they're going to tell us a little bit about what makes Brushmill, or what's going to make Brushmill the greatest restaurant in Connecticut. What I really enjoyed hearing about was your foraging. I understand that you like to forage and really, you know, we all talk about farm to table. We all talk about using, you know, sustainable food and using everything. These guys really have it down. I am so excited to taste this.
This looks amazing.
So this right here is a grilled bronzino. The sauce underneath is salsa roja. Some nice
I love that sauce.
shishito peppers and garlic scapes from one of our local farms. So I just did a little quick grill on those. And then same thing with a little bit of little gem lettuce. Did a quick grill on that as well. And then what we have next is our peel and eat shrimp. Gonna get your hands dirty with this one.
Okay.
But what I did is I made a fish sauce caramel. On top, got some lime juice, crunchy garlic, basil, and cilantro.
And for the dish on your left there is cod cheeks, lightly cured in citrus, salt, and a little sugar, then confit in brown butter, dusted with dried mint, and then underneath you have a leek fondue with brown butter hazelnuts, a charred scallion sauce, and Chiron as well, which is a classic French egg-based sauce. On the right, we have a chicken breast that has been pounded out, and a farce or stuffing was made with the thighs. And then we have a bean ragu, and then the radishes are tossed in tapache, which is the fermented pineapple solution I showed you earlier,
Yes.
and a lime vinaigrette as well.
Thank you, Chef Joseph and Chef Adam.
Absolutely,
For this.
our pleasure. Yes,
It
it's
was
very nice.
It's been a real
It was
pleasure.
more than
You
exciting
guys
to watch you cook in
are
there.
incredibly talented.
Thank you so much.
And what I'll say is, I've been to some of the best Michelin-starred restaurants all around the world. This food competes with any of them, and this is absolutely a Chilton and Chadwick endorsed menu, restaurant, and venue.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate that.
Job
We'll
well
be
done.
here
Thank
soon.
you guys.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, let's dig in.
The Ludington House, located in the truly unspoiled village of Old Lyme, Connecticut, is a manor of classic proportions. The colonial revival aspects of this home include neoclassicism at its finest, with Ionic columns at the entryway as well as on the sweeping verandas. These verandas offer a view of the lawns and gardens and are perfect to enjoy cocktails with friends. The dining room and front parlor have French doors which open out to the side porches, creating the perfect flow for entertaining. The upper two stories have a lovely layout with 8 bedrooms and a morning room. Several rooms are situated to be enjoyed as multi-room suites or private bedrooms. As a permitted bed and breakfast as well as a lovely family home, this house beckons those who wish to either continue as a B&B event venue or simply reside in a gracious and perfectly located property. This home was a movie location for Hallmark Channel's Pemberley Manor and is available for purchase with an asking price of $2,750,000. This lovely colonial in Old Lyme, Connecticut offers gleaming hardwood floors and a palette of soothing, newly painted colors accent the elegant simplicity and beauty of this home. The kitchen with granite counters opens to a family room with floor-to-ceiling brick fireplace and sliders to an enclosed porch that is perfect for lounging or casual dining. The formal living room could be an office, and the dining room is open to the kitchen for modern ease of living. The mudroom entry area with laundry makes keeping house clean a breeze. and a 2-car attached garage is a convenience. Upstairs, the primary suite has a private bath and a walk-in closet to please anyone. 3 other good-sized bedrooms and another full bathroom round out the second floor. A partially finished basement has options galore. This home is available for purchase with an asking price of $649,000. Welcome to this custom-built, state-of-the-art, modern colonial in beautiful Summit Estates of Westchester. This gorgeous 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 4,000-plus square foot property features all the finest finishes and the latest smart home technology for a warm and welcoming space that makes it easy to live, work, and entertain. As you enter, the 2-story entry opens into a gracious foyer with formal dining and living rooms adjacent. From the formal living room, you find a custom-built library and media room, spacious home office, powder room, great room with gas fireplace and cathedral-height ceilings, gourmet chef's kitchen with top-of-the-line appliances, eat-in area, oversized island, and easy entry to the expansive stone patio with fire pit and built-in gas grill, perfect for entertaining. Up the stairs to the second floor, you will find a palatial primary suite with 12-foot vaulted ceilings, seating area, 4 walk-in closets, and a luxe ensuite bath equipped with steam shower, soaking tub, vanity, and dual sinks. 16 Patrick Lane in Valhalla, New York is available for purchase with an asking price of $1,499,000. Zero Hazard Lane in Stamford, Connecticut is a unique blend of privacy and access to all Stamford has to offer. Just mere minutes from the Merritt Parkway and downtown Stamford, this home offers an unbeatable location for both suburban and rural lifestyles. The open-plan main floor is perfect for families and entertaining alike, with enormous windows and multiple skylights throughout. The main floor has access to a multi-level deck and lower-level stone grotto. This home offers 6 sizable bedrooms, a primary suite with vaulted ceiling and skylights, 3.5 bathrooms, office space, and 2 fireplaces, as well as superior finishes, construction, and attention to details. The dramatic breakfast area with walls of glass and soaring ceilings is connected to a large kitchen with granite counters, Sub-Zero, Wolf, and Bosch appliances. The property has a fenced-in, playset area with over 6 acres of land on its own natural pond and habitat that you get to experience every day through the 2-story windows. You will feel one with nature in this custom-built modern colonial. The asking price is $1,299,000. This turnkey townhome in downtown Greenwich, Connecticut is located across from Bruce Park and the Horseneck Mews Association and was originally built in 1891 and rebuilt in the 1980s. It has 2 bedrooms, 2 full and 1/2 bathrooms, and over 1,400 square feet. Unlike most townhomes, it offers true indoor-outdoor living with 3 decks and patios for your enjoyment. The asking price is $859,000.